Good morning, my dear friends. See now we shall try to see the last loss in this chapter. Okay, now it is loss due to creep of steel. See now in the this thing we have seen loss due to creep of concrete. Now it is loss due to creep of steel, or it's also called relaxation of steel. Okay, loss due to creep of steel or relaxation of steel. See now, in a sense, if at all I want to explain this in simple, just like as I have already explained you in the case of concrete, okay, even though the concrete is under constant stress, okay, it will undergo little strain. In sense, strain goes on increasing. Okay, similar to that, your steel also now, even though it is having a constant stress, okay, strain in steel goes on increasing. Assume that you have, in sense, now in this steel rod, okay, you have got some constant stress, okay, but no, after some time it goes on decreasing. In sense, now the strain goes on decreasing, excuse me, the strain goes on increasing. Okay, so this is the reason why the steel start losing some stress in it. What's that now? And but now this is, in sense, now there is no calculation like, okay, in almost in all the problems of this, whenever I want to calculate the loss due to creep of steel or relaxation of steel, okay, what they do is now usually they take it as, okay, the loss takes place something from 2 to 8%. Okay, so this is what they do usually in any problem. So now according to IS 1343, so now what they do is now they take the loss of relaxation of steel or creep of steel as some value in between 2 to 8%. Say either you can take it as 2%, 3%, 4%, depending upon this thing now. Okay, otherwise your IS code has given one hint. Okay, relaxation or creep loss can be even calculated by using this thing now. What now? When the initial stress is 0.5 FP, where FP is the characteristic strength of the precessing steel. Okay, if it is if it is 0.5 FP, it says that relaxation loss can be taken as 0. Okay, if it is 0.6 FP, then you can take it as 35 Newton per m square. 35 Newton per m square is as the loss. If it is 0.7 FP, take it as 70 Newton per m square. If it is 0.8 FP, you can take it as 90 Newton per m square. Okay, so now this table is there on page number 32 of your IS code. Okay, so you need not remember this. Either by using this table you can calculate the loss. Otherwise, if nothing is given to you, you can simply assume the loss of pre-stress due to creep of steel or relaxation of steel something between 2 to 8%. So now either you can assume 2%, 3%, 4%, etc., etc. Okay, this is what you can do it. So now, so likewise, your loss due to creep of steel or relaxation of steel can be now easily calculated. So now that completes almost all the theory portion. So now there are no problems on this. There are no problems on this creep of steel. Directly it can be taken as 2%, 3%, etc., etc., something like that. Okay, so now but now in the examination what they do is now they don't ask you individual losses. Say loss due to friction, you calculate the loss due to friction, or loss due to shrinkage of concrete, or loss due to say now creep of concrete. No, they don't ask. They will ask you to calculate the losses, all the losses you have to calculate. The loss due to friction, the loss due to anchorage take up, the loss due to creep of concrete, the loss due to shrinkage of concrete, the loss due to creep of steel, etc., etc., or the loss due to elastic shortening of concrete. Okay, all these losses you have to calculate and then give the total loss. Okay, so now such problems we will try to solve from the next class onwards. Now such some 3-4 problems I will try to solve it. Okay, thank you very much.